The risk map enables a risk-based approach to wildfire management planning by documenting rational precautions taken to manage identified wildfire risks in a sustainable manner. The planning, as is reflected on the risk map, is integrated with the online risk and resource assessments and provides a record of physical preventative measures planned for implementation at a specific location. On the MAFPA website, click on the Forms tab or scroll down to the Forms section. The risk map icons are clearly visible. Click on the appropriate link to download the PDF forms. Risk maps are available in Afrikaans or English. The map has two main components, the legend and the map field. The legend has predetermined color codes and alphanumerical numbers to use when completing the map field. The legend depicts vulnerabilities, hazards, and mitigations. The pink color represents social vulnerabilities like houses, cultural sites, sports grounds, schools, etc. The color yellow represents economic vulnerabilities like storerooms, hay or lucerne stacks, workshops, or other vulnerable assets. The color green represents environmental vulnerabilities like conservation areas, endangered or at-risk habitats or species. The color purple represents all types of hazards and can include high fire risks like refuse sites, workshops, or places or areas that has high potential for fire ignitions. Areas that can be dangerous during a fire, like bulk fuel storage, dangerous animal encampments, or any geographic or man-made feature or fixture, should be indicated as a potential hazard on the risk map. The color orange represents fire breaks, belts or buffer zones, whether man-made or naturally occurring, that can stop or slow the spread of wildfires. The color blue represents open water like rivers, streams, or dams, as well as reliable sources that can be used for bulk water supply during a wildfire incident. Reliable water supply sources can include designated boreholes with pumps, water tanks, or cement dams. Complete the map header by writing in the fire management area, sector, and farm name and number, or in the case of urban or peri-urban locations, the street address in the designated space. Draw outline or borders of the location in black. Leave some space on the outside of the borders to indicate high or frequent risks to the location where necessary. The map does not have to be to scale. Indicate the vulnerabilities, the hazards, mitigations, water sources, using colored pens, Kokies, or even colored pencils with corresponding colors to complete the map. The legend has pre-placed alphanumerical codes. Give a brief description or name for each symbol that is drawn into the map field and use the number to mark the corresponding feature in the mapping field. It is quite possible that a feature on the map may be two things at the same time and should be marked in this way on the mapping field. Take a workshop, for example. The workshop is a potential hazard due to the activities like welding or grinding that takes place, while also being an economic vulnerability, as the loss of the workshop due to fire will have a severe negative economic impact. Use the extra space on the bottom of the legend bar should it be needed. Please maintain the color codes and numbers. Indicate the dominant wind direction with a red arrow in the mapping field. Please remember that north is always on the top of a map. Google Maps can be used to complete a risk map if the color codes and alphanumerical numbering system is maintained. It is important that the completed risk map be saved with the corresponding risk and resource assessment. The completed risk map can be scanned or photographed and uploaded as PDF files, while Google or other GIS software docs can be directly uploaded in the associated risk and resource assessment profile. Once uploaded, the risk map is embedded with the associated risk and resource assessment profile. The completed risk and resource assessment are then stored on the MAFPA database. Risk and resource assessments can be edited at any stage by logging into the member profile and making the necessary changes. Completed risk and resource assessments now provides documented proof of reasonable wildfire management planning that was done pre-incident at a specific location.